Tomorrow, Matthew Boulton, one of the great forefathers of the Industrial Revolution, will be honoured in Westminster Abbey. He was an entrepreneur in Birmingham in the 1700s.
He invented mass production with steam engines and led a famous think tank called the Lunar Society, which met by the light of the moon. Tomorrow, a bust of Matthew Boulton will be placed in Westminster Abbey alongside his old business partner, James Watt, who developed the steam engine. Mark Goff reports.
Birmingham, 1789, and on a bright moonlit night, Matthew Boulton leads a meeting of the Lunar Society in the dining room of his home, Soho House. The Lunar Society held its meetings when there was a full moon, so there was enough light to travel home by. It was the think tank of its day, a gathering of like-minded people and visionaries. Matthew Boulton was an entrepreneur. His factory in Handsworth was the first to perfect mass production of silver, ornaments and coins. And that mass production was only made possible by the steam engines developed by his business partner, James Watt. It heralded the start of mass production around the globe.
Without them and their invention around the steam engines, their work in developing the steam engines, you never would have seen Britain become really the first industrialised country and the impact it had globally on industry worldwide. So they really, together with James Watt and his inventions and Matthew Boulton with his business acumen, his entrepreneurial spirit and obviously his Soho manufactory, together they were able to really develop the steam engine and to ship it and export it around the world.
The men, along with fellow entrepreneur William Murdoch, are honoured in Birmingham. Now Matthew Boulton is to be remembered with a statue in Westminster Abbey.
In 1825, James Watt, who was Matthew Boulton's business partner, was one of the first engineers to be memorialised in Westminster Abbey. And it seems only fitting now that we try and get a memorial alongside James Watt to commemorate Matthew Boulton, because really together they changed the world. They were the pioneers of the Industrial Revolution.
The men were immensely successful and a perfect combination. James Watt had developed his steam engine, but he needed a wealthy backer. That was Boulton, who saw how steam could drive mass production in his factory. It was nothing short of a revolution.
Well, the way to think about what was here at Soho was it was like the Silicon Valley of its day. I mean, the technological advances were just stupendous. The Industrial Revolution had already started, but really Matthew Boulton put it into overdrive.
More than 200 years after his death, Matthew Boulton's Lunar Society is still going. Wahid Salim is the current chairman.
We bring together a number of leading thinkers in the city but also a wider field, and we talk about some of the significant issues affecting society. So everything from science, technology, design, art to social issues as well. It's a great privilege to hold such a position, but what today's Lunar Society is very reflective of today's society as well. So hence the reason why I am the chair, a youngish person from an ethnic minority that's a representative of the city and the wider region today.
Matthew Boulton's Regency Manor House in Handsworth is now a museum. It's testament to the enormous wealth he amassed and to the contribution that he and his Lunar Society colleagues made to Birmingham and to the rest of the world. Mark Goff, ITV News.
It's a great history lesson, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
all
a
in
fitting
one.
tribute.
Yes, indeed, yes. And in fact, from a bust to a statue, which has been unveiled.